Hi, I'm Reiter, co-founder and CTO of Virtual Bridges, and that's a very good question. What is Storage Optimizer and how does it save us money on VDI deployments? Well, Storage Optimizer is the Virtual Bridges patent-pending technology that basically eliminates the big-time storage cost headaches out of VDI deployments. And it does it by distributing out and caching different parts of VDI storage so you can dramatically reduce the number of IOPS and the amount of network bandwidth you need to support your VDI deployment. So first you have your shared storage, where we keep the authoritative data, the gold image masters, the persistent user data, the stuff, the user documents, profile settings, etc., and then policies for the entire system. Those all live on your shared storage. Then we have your virtual desktop servers that actually run your virtual desktop virtual machines. And then each server has some direct attached storage that's connected to it. Now this could be internal disk, or it can be some SAN LUN on some cheap storage that you can basically throw away, not back up, etc. It simply holds a cache. Now the way that Verde actually configures virtual desktops, we can make it so that 90% of all the I/O activity, or the IOPS, that a virtual desktop uses can be cached. These are things that don't require persistent write-throughs to the shared storage or anything like that. They're things like system state, transient files, etc., that have no need to go back to the shared storage. So what does Verde Storage Optimizer do? Well, it actually caches all of those bits ahead of time before users actually launch their virtual desktops onto these direct attached storage spindles or LUNs that are connected to the servers. Now what that means in terms of just plain performance numbers is that we can reduce the amount of IOPS required to run a high-performance virtual desktop for an end user from 40 to 50 down to 5 or less per user that's required here. And 2.5 megabits or less bandwidth per user required for the network to get the data from the shared storage to the servers. Now this is a very small amount of bandwidth required for each user. What happens on the local spindle side is that for every 100 IOPS, we can run 150 concurrent users. So that means you don't even need SSD to connect to your servers here, saving a ton of money on your actual servers. And we utilize some small amount of RAM to actually buffer cache that so that we can further reduce the IOPS required and the local storage requirement on these servers. Now this all translates, in plain and simple bottom line terms. When you price out a 5,000 user deployment with Storage Optimizer, you're looking at about $30 per user, US dollars per user, in shared storage cost, versus sometimes $500 or $1,000 per user that you would need with other solutions. You don't need to buy any additional software. You don't need to buy any inline deduplicators. You don't even need to buy deduplication technology on your storage device to do this. It's all built into the platform and it just works.